Salvete omnes pax vobiscum. My name is Father Mislav. I'm a Croatian Catholic Dominican priest, and you're watching a blind reaction to HELSREACH. And this will be a part 8. Last time, in the last episode, we were witnessing a scene of like 10,000 orcs charging towards HELSREACH, a scene that really reminded me of a battle for Helm's Deep. A smaller contingent of fighters having to defend a huge number of opponents, of assailants, and of orcs. Of course, is the orcs. So this time we're gonna delve deeper inside of the actual combat, and I have been eagerly expecting some combat for last couple of episodes, but the build-up is constantly there. The build-up with the Titan, the build-up with the first wave of the invasion, the ship that crashed, right? And then the build up with a very nice motivating speech on the part of Grimaldus towards the Steel Legion in order for their spirits to be boosted, bolstered, and for them to be ready to engage the army of greenskins, army of orcs, army of Xenos. So without further ado, let us delve inside of part 8 and let us watch this story and see what will it bring. Okay. Only war. Immediately, the animation is different and the style is already different. So I guess this part 8 is maybe the beginning of some difference, because even last time I noticed that there were some minor differences in the style, but this is really different. The beginning, there is only war. Uh, the maybe even resolution, I'm not sure, but the style much different. Okay, so oh yes.
I have always believed there is something beautiful in the very first moments of a battle. Here are the moments of highest emotion. The fear of mortal men. The frustrated bloodlust and screaming overconfidence of mankind's enemies. In the moments when a battle is joined, the purity of the human species is first revealed to the foe.
Even this reminds me of Battle of Helm's Deep, with the ladders and the first orcs that came on the walls via the ladders. Of course, these are not ladders, but the jetpacks from these orcs. But I don't know, I see similarities. I can see the inspiration, I guess. Wow, I've just see the comparison of the sizes between the regular humans and the orcs. I guess the orcs are similar to Astartes, the Space Marine in size, but they're huge. They're really huge, actually. I was not imagining it like that. Makes the scene even more powerful. Mm. He is helping her die, and this is a beautiful scene. I'll say a little bit more about it later on. But yeah, this is not Grimaldus. This is one of his one inside of his chapter. I don't know the name or if he has any name, a name that was mentioned, but with the addition of the music in the background, very nice.
That is a bleak picture. The real battle begins tomorrow. At least we will not be bored. I believe they will wait. They will wait until they have overwhelming force with which to crush us, and they will strike like a hammer.
Hmm.
I requested we withdraw all guard forces from the wasteland installations across all of southern Armageddon Secundus. The colonel agreed in principle. What's worth guarding out there? Munitions. A great deal of munitions. To be used when the hive cities fall and need to be reclaimed. But that is not all. The desert vultures spoke of a curious legend. Something buried beneath the sands. A weapon.
An ancient piece of technology, maybe? Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I understand why you recommended that I should watch the part 7 and part 8 at the same time. I did split them up, but I am posting them at the same time on YouTube. Okay, so finally the actual battle started. And the first thing to mention is this. I don't know if you remember if you watched when I mentioned that I miss seeing his face behind his mask, his reclusiarch, the High Chaplain mask, to see not just because of the humanity part. I mean, his mask is kind of evil looking and scary, objectively. Come on. But it's not. That's not actually the issue for me. But the issue is not seeing his facial expressions. He is the main character, and seeing his eyes, seeing his cheekbones, his nose, his mouth, the subtle changes in his expressions while he's speaking or reacting to something, as you can see my expressions currently and react and have a specific, maybe emotional even response from my reactions because you can see my face. That's what I'm missing in his face. And this scene actually has done it, I don't know, so uniquely, and I love it because it's transitioning. A part of his face is clean and pure, and a part of it is covered with a mask, which I see in two parts. First, it's for us to be connected with Grimaldus immediately because we can see his face finally, in a way. So it's easier for us to connect with him. But also the other part,
In the moments when a battle is joined, the purity of the human species is first revealed to the foe.
and now we see his face suddenly covered with a whole mask. And I believe there's a significance to it. He is contemplating the spirit of humanity and the strength against the larger foe, etc., etc. But seeing his face finally covered fully with a mask is um, something of a symbol of him taking his service, taking his role completely now. He's forgetting himself and he's donning his armor, he's donning his mask, he's becoming a fighter, he's becoming a reclusiarch. No more just a mere human or superhuman in this case, but now he is a leader, he is a space marine, he is a fighter, he has the mask of the emperor, right? So I believe there is a significance there, and I liked it. And again, I liked seeing his face. That's a part of it. Then the battle was real nice. The animation, wow, guys. So it's really getting better. I liked the grittier style in the past videos, but it's still gritty currently, but still more clean, more pure in a way. You can see, look at his teeth and the shades and contours of the skull mask. And finally, color. Color is the immediate difference that we can notice. First, the color red, yes. Uh, and in the eyes specifically, but they're like uh, maybe yellowish hues, a little bit of them. And then the next color that is obvious is the color green with the orcs charging.
Overconfidence of man.
So first two colors that are somehow noticeable. And regarding colors, I actually wrote it on my paper not to forget to mention it because I really liked it. It's this. Oh, this was beautiful. I like beautiful scenery and sunsets. Oh, come on. It's just God's creation sometimes amazes me. I love nature. I love hiking. I love mountains. I love beautiful scenes, uh, sunrises and sunsets and storms, and when nature is really showing its beauty to us. And the orange, yellow, white hues, because of the brightness, are piercing in this scene. And this is when the combat has ended. And even though the Space Marines, these type of a Space Marine, right, are having they have black and white armor with black crossers, in a way reminding us of the Teutonic Knights, right, uh, 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 from the Middle Ages. But because of the sun that is hitting the armor is suddenly transformed in a yellowish or a golden hue, and it's beautiful. It really looks imposing and majestic in a way, you know. And you were mentioning that Space Marines, they are something like an angel to the common man, to the usual humans, to the Astra Militarum or the Steel Legions or whatever. They truly see the Space Marines as something like an angelic being, like sons of the Emperor, right? Or grandsons of the Emperor. And when this Space Marine came and went down to the young woman who is dying, her bowels, her intestines out of her body, heavily wounded and slowly dying due to um, the heavy bleeding. And he's approaching peacefully, calmly, with the sun falling on his armor, truly like an angelic being in a way, but uh, just peacefully showing his arm to her, just calm down. You can die in peace. You know, if he said something, maybe that would have spoiled the moment or the strength of the moment visually and in a cinematography type of a way, I mean. But just in silence, her heavy breathing and her dying, and him actually caring for that, him using a little bit of his time to help her transition to the other world. That's a beautiful scene. Because again, you mentioned to me that most of the Space Marines are not like that. They are used to seeing humans dying, and most of these usual militiamen die on the battlefield. Unlike them, the Space Marines are much more resilient. They can survive a lot of battles. So maybe they don't want to get attached. Maybe they're just desensitized with time. But still, this one, he gifted his time to this dying woman. And that's a strong moment, and especially maybe for other people if they were witnessing this moment as well. It is for us because we are, in a way, those humans who are witnessing this moment from our screens. So that's nice. And after that, Grimaldos with his team, and they and they are, yeah, they are watching a sea of orcs. You can barely distinguish the difference between the green and black. So it's a swarm. You can understand that's a swarm of orcs, but they're so tightly packed that it's almost black. It's also a strong scene, frightening scene, but they're calm. They're prepared for what's about to come. And again, as in almost every episode, there is a cliffhanger, and this one is with some secret weapon hiding in the desert underneath the sand or wherever. I guess we'll see in part 9 or 10 or in general other parts to come. Okay, so we've had the first wave, and now we're expecting the second or the actual attack from the orcs. They're gathering their troops, and they want to be sure that they will be able to conquer HELSREACH next time that they attack. Well, thanks for watching with me this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, or even more. Thank you for all the support and the love that you're giving me. I really hope that God, through Jesus Christ, will pour down all the blessings on you. If you do like this kind of content and want to share with others, please do like, share, and subscribe. I say jokingly, pour the incense to the spirit of machine spirit of YouTube. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.